Let me ask you something. Have you ever felt the version of you who's just beyond where you are right now? The one who's calmer, the one who's clear, the one who's more confident, the one who trusts herself fully, the one who doesn't overthink, she doesn't wobble, and she doesn't make decisions from fear. What if she's not a fantasy? What if she's a memory you haven't lived yet? Today, we're talking about something powerful, and that is becoming the woman your future self already sees. Yeah, take that in for a moment. Not the woman you should be. We're not shoulding, right? Not the woman other people think you are. Not the woman you perform as. Nope, the real you. The one that you've been growing into all year long. The one who feels closer than ever, even though you can't quite touch her yet. Today, we're going to reveal who she really is, and we're going to explore why she feels close and kind of far away. We're going to uncover what blocks that identity from landing fully, and we're going to do a powerful becoming exercise to help you meet her. Okay, so take a breath. You might need a pen for this later. You decide. Here's something that we don't realize, though. Your future self already exists. She isn't random. She isn't made up. She isn't something you have to force yourself into becoming. I know it's kind of wild, right? She's the version of you that your spirit is already talking to you about. She's the version that's always been inside of you. She's the one that you keep glimpsing in moments of clarity, courage, and when you're really, really honest with yourself about what you want. You're not trying to become her. You're trying to remember her. Let's take that in for a moment. This is why sometimes you feel I'm meant for more. This is why you can feel that feeling like something is shifting inside of me. Or maybe you feel like I can get a glimpse of who I'm meant to be. You're not imagining it because your future self is already there. She's sending the signal. She's saying, I'm right here. Keep going. Keep going. So as all this is coming into your mind right now, I want you just to proceed with curiosity as always. No judgment of the self. No wondering why you're not her yet, because you're becoming her. So let's let it unfold, okay? So let's talk about if she's right here and she's real, why does she feel so distant? And the thing that is often standing between us and the person that we're becoming are other people's expectations. The moments where you've learned not to trust yourself. The times when you felt too much responsibility for others. Old stories about who you're allowed to be, who you're not allowed to be. I've heard clients say to me over the years, well, no one in my family has ever been successful, Rebecca. Why do I think it's going to be me? Or success is for other people. That's not what I was meant for. Or success at the level that they want. It could be unprocessed emotions that push you down. It feels like you're being pushed down even as you are continuing to take action, take steps, try to move forward. And it can also be the pressure to be strong all the time. Those layers aren't your truth. They're protection. We've talked about this a million times. I'll say it again, say it with me. Your subconscious mind does not care about your happiness, your goals, your big vision, your joy. It only cares about keeping you safe. So those things that come up, those things that seem to be standing in the way, those things that cloud you from fully seeing your future self, from fully being your future self, they are protection. They are survival. They're old, outdated identities designed to keep you safe. If you define yourself as a person who has a small business, who takes care of a small audience and has just a few clients, that's going to be how you identify yourself, right? If you identify yourself as someone who has $1 million business, takes care of a ton of clients in a way that doesn't stress you out, that doesn't drain your energy, then that's who you will become, right? So we have these old, outdated ways of operating and identities that we've been carrying around. So the woman you're becoming, she doesn't need those layers anymore. She leads with clarity. She trusts her decisions. There's no second guessing. She doesn't carry everything for everyone else because she trusts that they can carry it for themselves. That's a big one, right? Just take that in for a moment. I talk about this with my clients all the time, and I've dealt with this myself so many times. Often women are over-responsible for people in their lives, and it's draining their energy. We're trying to be responsible for everybody's feelings and everybody's success and everybody feeling good and doing things the right way and not messing things up for them, that we want to move their obstacles. But their obstacles that we see are lessons they have to go through in order to get where they're going. And we can trust that they will make the decision that's right for them in their lives. Even if it doesn't turn out the way you think it should, doesn't mean it's not going the direction that they should be going. Okay. That was a mini detour onto another lesson, another life lesson that we've been through many, many times. So I want to come back to, she doesn't have to carry everything for everyone else, right? She's not over-responsible. She holds her power without apology. She doesn't apologize for how powerful she is. She doesn't apologize for how gifted she is. She doesn't apologize for her desires. She doesn't apologize for her vision. She's excited about it. And she doesn't apologize for wanting to be big. She doesn't apologize for wanting to make an impact. I know that's sitting with a few people right now. So just give yourself a breath. Sometimes trying to be responsible for everybody else's feelings means that we dim our own light so we don't make them uncomfortable. But it's not our job to make them comfortable. And when she doesn't dim her light, and when she doesn't apologize, she feels settled in her body and grounded in her spirit. Yeah, what a wonderful feeling, right? So this future self, this future version of you, she's not better than you. She is you, just with less heaviness and expectation and energy leaks and over-responsibility. So give yourself a breath here, because your mind is probably cooking with all these ways that you need to clean up your act so you can be her. And that's not what this is about. It's about noticing what you're doing, noticing what you're thinking, noticing what your responses, your reactions, and your behaviors are, so you can be more of who you want to be. You can be more of that woman that you want to be already, right now. You don't have to wait. Okay? So often people think that this happens through strategy, right? We have to do a certain strategy. We have to start doing all the things on our to-do list that we think will magically make us the best person ever. We have to be more disciplined than ever before. We have to get up at 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock. We have to do all the things, and we have to try so much harder. That is chasing. That is not revealing. That is not becoming. That is chasing something. That is deciding that you aren't enough right now, because you're enough right now, and your future version of yourself is going to be more connected to, more congruent with your spirit and who you want to be and your big vision for your life, your current big vision, because we've got several. So just get used to wanting things. Just get used to growth. Just get used to wanting to expand past your current level, because it's normal and natural. Okay? Give yourself a breath. This isn't about chasing her. This is about speaking the truth to yourself. This is about this identity being revealed when you remove what's not you. So this isn't about adding 100 things to your to-do list, right? It's about stopping doing the things that no longer serve you. The beliefs, the stories, the old identities, the old patterns, the emotional cycles that you go through that you know are not fruitful for you. It's about that. And the identity then is revealed when you stop overthinking, when you stop overdoing, when you stop carrying other people's emotions, when you stop abandoning yourself, and when you stop repeating all those patterns that exhaust you. When you stop doing all those patterns that exhaust you. So give yourself a breath. Your identity expands the moment that you feel safe and you trust yourself fully. This is why I'm saying your next level isn't something that you are chasing. It's something that you return to. It's already there. She's already there. She's just under all those old stories, under all those identities, and we peel back the layers and get to her. But you get to practice being her right now, okay? So shall we meet her? You want to meet her right now? I have a little exercise that you can do with me right now. If you're driving, you may want to pause this until you're not driving anymore. I want you to close your eyes if you can. This is why I don't want you to be driving. Just give yourself a nice, easy breath. And I want you to bring to mind the version of you who feels like she's your next level. And if you think you have trouble or visualizing, just feel the essence of her. And it's not the superhero version. It's not the perfect version. It's the truest version. I want you to see her. Notice how she carries herself. Notice her energy. Notice the ease in her face. Oh, that ease in your face is better than Botox, baby. The calm in her body. And the certainty of her presence. She knows who she is. Now I'm going to ask you 3 questions. The first one is, what did you let go of to become this version of yourself? And whatever comes to your mind or your heart right away, that's the answer. You don't have to dig too far for these. And you can trust that what comes up is what is real for you. And the second question is, what standard or boundary did you finally honor? And number 3 is, what truth did you finally decide to live by? What truth did you finally start to live by? One sentence, one truth can change everything for you. I'll go through the questions again. What did you let go of to become this version of you? What boundary or standard did you finally honor? And what truth did you finally decide to live by? You don't have to get this perfect. What comes to you from your heart is your answer. If you're beating yourself up, that's coming from your subconscious mind, that's coming from ego. Drop down into your heart and ask yourself these questions. If you need to listen to this again, please feel free to do so. Now, when you're ready, I want you to ask her this question. This beautiful, fresh version of yourself, right? What is the next small thing that I can do to meet you? You might get goosebumps, you might get tears, but you'll get an answer. Keep asking. It may come as a symbol. It may come as a color that means something to you. It may come as a vision of an experience. It may come as a little message in your ear. It may just be a knowing. What is the next small thing I can do to meet you? I said small, right? You don't have to clear the decks. You don't have to finish every project. It gets to be something small. Let her answer. She always answers. And she will have positive answers for you. She will not be beating you up. She will not be putting you down. She will lead you and she will say exactly what it is. And if you feel like you're under pressure listening to this for the first time and you don't have an answer right away, just ask the question again. What's the next small thing I can do to meet you? You will get an answer. Trust yourself that you will get an answer. When you're ready, I want you to breathe it in. Breathe a nice breath in. Come back into your body. Your future self isn't waiting for January. And she isn't waiting for the new year. She isn't waiting for the perfect moment. She's waiting for a decision. I know. And it's the decision to become the woman that you already feel yourself becoming. That simple decision is to become the woman you already feel yourself becoming. You're already feeling a shift. And if this episode stirred something inside of you, that inner shift, that quiet acknowledgement, that feeling of, yes, that's me, or that feeling of confirmation of something you've been thinking about for a long time, then you're already in the becoming process. If you feel the pull, I have a few spots open over the next couple of weeks for becoming conversations. And if there's a link around here somewhere, you know how to find me. It's just a grounded space where we talk about where you are now, who you want to become, and how I'll help you bridge the gap. We'll have a heart-to-heart, talk it out, and make a plan and get you going. Okay, you moved a lot of energy today. Honor that. Drink your water. Give yourself some love. Listen to this as many times as you need to, as many times as you want to, and be gentle with yourself. If you're not feeling the answers, you're not doing anything wrong. You just may not be used to talking to yourself in this way. And so it takes a little practice. So be super loving with yourself. Take good care of yourself. Drink your water, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.